Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. This is video number 3, and for anyone joining for the first time, my name is Josh Korzan, and I'm obviously just getting started with this, but we'll see how it develops over time. But for now, we're here to talk about all things personal and professional growth. So basically, I'll be discussing anything that I find interesting that I think you might be able to benefit from as well. And for today's video, we're writing a poem. So for those of you who don't know, I'm actually a poet, and I do have a blog that I've posted a lot of that work on, so if you want to, feel free to check that out. I will post the link in the description below. If you find anything that you resonate with, please like, comment, and share it. Part of the reason why I started this was to reach out to people and to help anyone to the extent that I can. So I would love your feedback, and if it's helping anybody out there, I would love to know that. So for today's video, I feel like challenging myself. So what we're going to do is we're going to go online and we're going to generate a completely random topic and we're going to write a poem about it. So throughout this process, I will go ahead and share my screen so you can sort of take a look behind the scenes to see what my process is like and how I go about writing a poem. These are just tools that I like to use to help the process a little bit. The first one, these are pretty self-explanatory. The first one is rhymezone.com. Just help me come up with different ways to rhyme each line. There's different styles of poetry. Mine happens to be rhyming each line. And so they typically rhyme in pairs for my poems, where the first and second line would rhyme with each other, and the third and fourth would do the same. So that's a good tool. And the dictionary, just to make sure that what I'm talking about is actually what I want to be talking about. We have the thesaurus to give some synonyms, help spice up the words a little bit. And here's a nice random wheel of words or categories, because I thought rather than coming up with my own topic, we would just generate this randomly. So it's 100% organic from scratch, and we'll work through this together. So fun fact, I did look throughout the internet a little bit for these wheels to generate topics, and they're all pretty terrible. So bear with me. This is going to be a real interesting process here. Jobs. And this is why the internet fails today. We're going to do one more. Oh no. Animal noises. Okay, you know what? No. I think I saw things in the sky. I think I can work with that. Things in the sky. Yeah, we're going to get far away from that wheel. Let's do things in the sky. That gives us a wider variety of topics. Things in the sky. Let's get started. Okay, so things in the sky. We're just going to write down some things here. We have, let's see, birds, the moon, sun, stars, planets, clouds. This is just giving me a little bit of ammunition, things to work with here. Anything else in the sky you guys want to talk about? Planes. I think that's enough to start out with. Okay, so, typically I'd have more than maybe two verses, but for the sake of time and not boring you to tears, I think we're going to shoot for two verses of maybe 4 lines each, so that way, they're even and we can rhyme each line in pairs. So typically I like to keep the lines at the same number of syllables, and you'll see this as we get going. So let's start out with I think let's do a search for what rhymes with stars. Star, maybe. Far. All right, coming back. So generally I'll write what naturally comes to mind, and so this is what just popped in my head. Gazing up into the sky, sun, moon, and stars. And now I've walked myself into the corner of needing to rhyme with stars. So we'll go back to rhymezone.com, see what rhymes with stars. Sun, moon, and star. I like afar. But then I don't necessarily like rhyming afar without an S with stars with an S. So gazing up into the sky, sun, moon, and star. Wonders of the world, wonders of the world around, and galaxies afar. Not bad. Wonders of the world around, and galaxies afar. Ooh, you know what? Milky Way. What rhymes with way? I bet a lot. Okay, not loving any of that, so let's go back to the Word doc and do some more thinking. Gazing up into the sky. So a lot of the times I'll reread it, and maybe something will pop in my head as I'm reading it again. So gazing up into the sky, sun, moon, and star. Wonders of the world around, and galaxies afar. I don't know why that just popped in my astronauts. Adventurers. Astronauts, adventurers. And so now, let's see, astronaut, adventurers. So is that seven syllables? To explain that I'm trying to keep this to the same number of syllables. Gazing up into the sky, sun, moon, and star. So that's 11. Wonders of the world around, and galaxies afar. That's 13. So it doesn't have to be perfect, but generally within maybe a couple syllables. So astronauts, adventurers, that's 7. So anywhere from 4 to 6 more is what I'm looking for here. Let's see, daredevil. Not exactly what we're trying to. Traveler, explorer, pathfinder, pilgrims, pioneer. I like pioneer. Let's do that. Pioneers of fate, maybe. I don't know if that checks out. I mean, I could explain what fate means, but just looking for some ideas in the dictionary. Power that is believed to control what happens in the future. Feature that someone or something will have. So the reasoning that I kind of want to keep this is that astronauts exploring different worlds, their findings will maybe have a big impact on the future, and you can twist that into fate. We don't have to get too profound with it. I think it can fit, so we'll keep it. So let's look at the syllables in this one. Astronauts, adventurers, pioneers of fate. So that's 12. And we're right in the middle where we need to be. Okay, so now we need to rhyme fate. All right, so I just thought of something for the second part of this line, so we're going to throw it in there. Beyond the pearly gate. Astronauts, adventurers, pioneers of fate. Unraveling the mystery. So I don't know, maybe that could mean that space is an extension of heaven. I kind of like that. What do you guys think? Gazing up into the sky, sun, moon, and star, wonders of the world around and galaxies afar, astronauts, adventurers, pioneers of fate, unraveling the mystery beyond the pearly gate. You know what? I'm happy with that. So we're going to move on to the next line. All right, what do we want to talk about now? We're in space, so I think we've committed to this, and we will change this topic probably to come up with something maybe a little more witty or something more relevant to what we're actually writing about. But for now, probably no birds in space. I hope not. That might be a terrifying bird. Clouds, planes, Milky Way. Ooh. Majesty. I like to see. Let's see what we can do here. Staring out. Ooh, I kind of like that because we had gazing up in the first one. Staring out into the stars. A something swirling sea, I think. So we're gonna do this. Make a little blank sea. Start staring out into the stars. Shiny. Lustrous? Okay. Let's double check some of the finer points of lustrous. Reflecting light evenly and efficiently without glitter or sparkle. Not that definition. Radiant in character. Yeah. A lustrous swirling sea. Staring out into the stars. A lustrous swirling sea, humbled by the magnitude of life's pure majesty. Okay, so we got that. I think the second line we're going to rhyme into the great unknown. That sounds like a good one to me. All right, stone maybe. No, stone unturned is where my mind is going with this. But we're going to, let's see. No stone unturned. We're going to have to put the stone somehow in the last, as the last word. Man's search for meaning, leaving no unturned stone. Except we don't know. There's so much that we don't know. So I don't know that that rings true with what we're trying to say. Man's search for meaning, and under every stone fits with the flow but doesn't make sense. Let's write it. And under every stone. We're going to have to adjust it. We could roll with it. Man's search for meaning, because it doesn't make sense with that line, but we can blend it into the next line to give it meaning. So man's search for meaning, and under every stone, miraculous, maybe. I kind of like that. Miraculous discoveries. Did we use discovery? Okay. We did not. Miraculous discoveries into the great unknown. You know what? I think that's gonna work. Let's do this. Gazing up into the sky, sun, moon, and star, wonders of the world around and galaxies afar, astronauts, adventurers, pioneers of fate, unraveling the mystery beyond the pearly gate, staring out into the stars, a lustrous swirling sea, humbled by the magnitude of life's pure majesty, man's search for meaning, and under every stone, miraculous discoveries into the great unknown. I think we did good. And into the great unknown it shall be. Cool. Well, that took quite a while. Unknown. But we did it. Thanks for tuning in. And yeah, this is just a little taste of how the process works. Maybe, hopefully this helps any of you guys that may want to dive into it yourself. If you end up giving it a shot, please share anything that you come up with. I'd love to read it. So yeah, anyway, comment below, give me some feedback on this, and I'll look forward to hearing from you. That's it for today. Thanks for watching. I hope you appreciated the process and took something away from it. If you go ahead and give this a try yourself and you come up with something, please send it to me. I'd love to read it. In the meantime, stay tuned for the next video. Please like, comment, and share this one, and I'll see you in the next one.